Hi, second grade. This is Mrs. Horan again. Today we're going to read This is the Dream by Diane Z. Shore and Jessica Alexander. You might remember we've read this before together. It's one of my favorite books, and it's kind of fitting because at a time like now where people are coming together to work together to change the world. So this is actually a poem, and I think the illustrations are beautiful also. This is the dream. It was an army without guns, but not without strengths. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., 1964. This is the dream. White, colored. These are the fountains that stand in the square, and the black and white signs say who will drink where. These are the buses, a dime buys a ride, but the people are sorted by color inside. These are the restaurants where whites only eat, at tables up front and lunch counter seats. These are the libraries, two separate sections with separate bookcases and separate selections. These are the doors that are closed in the schools, and separate but equal is not just a rule, but a law that's enforced on buses and trains and in theaters, restrooms, department store chains, and in libraries, hospitals, all public places, dividing up people by color and races, with harsh written words that are slapped on the walls, denying both freedom and justice for all. These are the students who step through the doors where people of color have not walked before. These are the passengers on weary feet, walking until they can choose their own seat. These are the diners who sit and who wait at the whites only counter, ignoring the hate. These are the marchers who forge through the street as they carry their message through shimmering heat. These are the leaders whose powerful voices lift up the marchers, demanding new choices for fair-paying jobs and a good education, to vote without fear and to live in a nation where everyone's equal and judged from within, never jailed or arrested because of their skin, fighting firm without fists, sitting down, standing tall, pressing onward towards freedom and justice for all. This is the fountain that stands in the square, and the unwritten rule is to take turns and share. This is the bus that roars through the streets, and all of the passengers choose their own seats. This is the restaurant where up in the front, the black and white sign says, "Open for lunch." This is the library, books wall to wall, free to be read, not by some, but by all. This is the school where the doors open wide and the children are learning together inside about students and marchers and leaders who fought to make right what was wrong without violence. They sought to make changes together, establish new laws. With many small triumphs, they strengthened their cause as they sat at the counters and rode through the stations and gathered up hands as they marched through the nations. With courage they rallied and answered the call, dreaming of freedom and justice for all. Been through tough times before, and we've gotten through them. I hope you read every day and are writing and are kind to the people around you. Be well.